is thousands. If you're increasing your rent by $40 a week, that's $2,000 a year.
Well, there you go.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but in this current economic climate, our rental scarcity that we're seeing, $40 is not like 10% interest. Like rents went up 10% last year.
Yeah.
So if you've got a $400,000 property, that's not.
It's gone up $40 a week.
There you go. There's your $2,000. Tick the box to the heading to this podcast. We're not fluff people. We come in here and we just riff it, but it's just.
We can riff because we know.
Yeah. Well, when you're doing it every day, it's a nice problem. Not the problem. Nice situation to be in. But yeah, going back to property managers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Property managers. So what's what are we checking in with our property manager every 12 months?
It's more of a full portfolio check. So you don't have to check in with them, but check in with yourself to see how they've actually been servicing you. Are you liking that? If they're charging, the rate they're charging you, and all the fees involved, why not have a look around? If you're not happy with them, and that goes back to previous episodes, like you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. I believe in that. There's also other property managers that would love to service you to your capabilities, and also having been in a property investor for that 12-month period, whether if you've just started, you know a lot more than you did 12 months ago. So different questions to ask, where to go, that kind of service that you're expecting, which you might be getting that, and you'd be super grateful, and you might even actually just go and give your property manager a nice bunch of flowers or a bottle of wine or Bunnings voucher or something to say thank you, and
that can go a long way as well. That could actually save you thousands of dollars, to be honest. That little investment.
Yeah, because then they're even more so in your court, and they don't get that sort of stuff. It's a thankless job. So that's my point on that one.
Yeah. Also, I guess with the property manager is if you're gonna, even if you don't buy them flowers and wine or whatever it is, just checking in to see if they are doing a good job can save you a lot of money in maintenance as well, and also fees for contractors. So some property managers, as an example, might just go straight to Google and find one contractor and just go, yep, this is the contractor, this is their price, and then they go and get the work done for maintenance, electrical, water, plumbing, whatever it is, versus somebody that's in the area that knows a lot of the plumbers. They might know 5 different plumbers, and they get a better price, or they shop around for a price. So sort of seeing how and understanding how your property manager works can save you a lot of money in maintenance as well. And then also suggestions too. I got a suggestion from actually DHA with a tree out the front of this property that we bought, saying, you should trim this tree back. It might be good for, maintenance of the property and the roof and stuff. And I had a look, and I was like, I just made an executive decision without consulting you, Sam.
Oh, good.
And it was pretty far away from the property, and it was a no from me. But if there is say a tree or something that may actually help, doing some maintenance, and a good suggestion from a property manager like that is worth its weight in gold, because they could save you thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars with something that might happen to the property in the future. So
how close is this tree to the roof line?
It was.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So you've got the dwelling, and then you've probably got 5 meters of grass, and then the tree next to the letterbox out the front, which is basically on the just on the fringe of the nature strip, similar to where that tree, those trees out the front of my place, my family home in Dibba Drive in Burleigh. Yeah. So similar. So it's about 500 meters from the. Oh, sorry, 500. It's about 5 meters from the dwelling.
Okay. And
then on the fringe of the.
So the leaves aren't getting stuck in your gutters?
They could, but it wouldn't be a significant amount.
Well, either trim the tree back, but you should also get your gutters cleaned at least.
Yeah.
Every 12 months, I say, just to prevent that, high downpour times and then overflowing from your gutters into your.
And the reason I didn't trim the tree back is I was being cheap, because it's they said DHA won't cover it, and I was like, that means I have to cover it. But also, I just didn't think it would be an issue, and I thought maybe if it grows a bit bigger, then maybe. But that's coming back to that point of the property manager, like I'm really stoked with DHA saying, hey, like maybe this is something to consider.
What's why you're paying them the fees that they
Yeah,
pay?
exactly. It's a decent fee.
We've talked about that, haven't we?
We have. Have we talked about it?
On another podcast. But yeah, we've talked about DHA leases before and the benefits of it.
We have.
Yeah, pull your head out. It's not just the percentage; it's everything else that it encumbers. But yeah, if you want any questions, go back to we've got a little clip on our YouTube channel. We're talking about DHA properties.
Mm-hmm.
I actually remember looking at that one. So yeah, next one. Yeah, that leads into preventative maintenance, right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
And that's a good property manager would. Yeah, you're right. They should be there giving you those ideas, but even every 12 months for you to sit back and go, well, have that logical mindset where this is your asset. What can you do? Is it cleaning, doing spending a bit of money to cut back trees, high pressure clean, even getting someone into like a general handyman where there's a few little things here and there, clean the gutters. There's little things, like nothing's really ever that urgent, but it's kind of like that being proactive rather than a reactive mindset. One, your tenants will be really happy and like the place they live in, but it's those things that you don't do that, if you don't spend the $200 a year on cutting back your trees, it might end up costing you $2,000 in a couple of years' time. With, as I said, leaves build up in the gutters, they overflow, and then you have an insurance event. Just thinking like that, and to each their own, make decision on your end. It's pretty low risk stuff, but it's good to mention and think about.
Yeah. Now,